I'm gonna play a little bit with Farfa. He's a Yu-Gi-Oh streamer. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna call him right now. So, first of all, you already have an advantage over a lot of players because you have the 4 hero picks. Let's
I have
see.
what? The 4 hero picks?
Yeah, like a lot of people, like if you don't get the Tavern Pass, you only have 2 hero picks.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they gave me a battle pass code, right? So,
Nice.
okay. So this guy freezes in the tavern. After balls refresh, copy the highest tier minion, freeze both. Skip your first turn, discover a tier 2 3. Destroy your lowest health minion, give its stats. I don't know, maybe this guy. Was that correct?
Yeah, it actually is.
Really?
It actually is the best pick here.
Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, so those are frozen, which is I think that's good because they show up next round. So I guess I just take Rock Pool and take these next turn.
I mean, how do you plan on taking them next turn?
They're frozen, right?
Yeah, but you have to spend 3 gold to buy 1.
I mean, make it rain.
That's the problem with like trying to triple Tavern 1 minions that are not how do I call them? Value generating. Like what you need to know in Battlegrounds is that there's some value generating minions. Alicat is one of them because it summons another Alicat token. Elemental is another one because when you sell this Elemental, you get another Water Elemental. Shell Collector gives you, for example, a coin. The problem is, in your current lobby, you don't have any value generation, so it's generally not recommended to do what you just did.
Okay.
Like here,
Well,
if you buy a minion here, you have to play off curve. You have to be inefficient. You have to like think of your turns.
Right. But if I curve, I guess I can upgrade?
Here I would level, yes.
Okay.
I think buying the Rock Pool turn 1 is not necessarily the worst. I would have bought the 3-1 Pirate because it also summons a 1-1. So it, for example, beats somebody else that has a Rock Pool. But I don't think your players...
Really
you should unfreeze.
game,
You should unfreeze.
Oh. Oh!
And one more time. Nice. Good. Yeah, you have to be very careful with Varden. The problem with Varden is that it's a really hard to play hero, not beginner friendly.
Okay. So I should be fine, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
So I'm thinking Scallywag.
I'm not the biggest fan of Scallywag because, like, when I'm Tavern 2, I like buying 2-drops. I would buy the non-frozen 2-drops and then freeze. And I'll explain afterwards why I think that's the best play.
The non-frozen 2-drop.
You have to sell the Rock Pool to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
And now I would freeze, like, I would press the freeze button once. Nice. What you're doing here is you're playing towards your hero power. When your Tavern is refreshed, so like next turn when you get 1 minion showing up, what is gonna happen is you're gonna summon a minion in the Tavern, and if it's not a 2-drop, you 100% triple the spawn. Basically, I like Spawn of N'Zoth a lot, and I want to also triple it. You'll see in a moment. So now you look, you got the 1-drop, you have your triple on the spawn, ready to go. Now it's like quest selection. Tell me which one you would pick.
I feel loser tied to combats. I feel like we're gonna lose the next couple of rounds, maybe. But I guess buy 7 minions you can't go wrong with.
Yeah, I would go with Stolen Gold, as you said.
And we wanted to buy double. Okay, so we want to buy double spawn and freeze.
You don't need to freeze. You just buy the non-frozen one and 1 frozen one, and you just let 1 frozen spawn in the tavern, and you just buy it in 1 or 2 turns.
Okay, sounds good. So I guess positioning wise, I guess Death Rattle at the front makes sense.
Spawn should always be first because you want to buff as many minions as possible. Basically, you want Spawn to die first.
Okay. And what do you generally do with taunts and Battlegrounds? Like, are they like, do you put them at the back or?
Depends. Early mid game, I put taunts just where I would normally position that minion if it didn't have a taunt. Late game, I position taunts usually to play around the cleave.
Playing around the cleave. Okay.
Yeah, Battlegrounds has a lot of like weird concepts because, for example, this lobby doesn't have beasts and it doesn't have elementals, so cleave is not gonna be that common. Okay. This might sound like super complicated if you're playing Battlegrounds for like the first time, or if some of your viewers are watching it for the first time. Guys, the game is not that complicated. Like, I'm complicating it more because I'm going for like perfect optimal plays. But you can play on the whim and like still have a good time. That's like the beauty of the game, I think.
Yeah. That makes sense. And I guess like the cleave is the Hydra, right?
Yes.
Is the logic there? Okay,
You
so
should level before playing it.
Oh, okay. Oops.
That's very important because when you play a triple minion, what it does, it...
Wait, do you think I should have leveled before buying? Or
Oh, no, it
just...
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But you should level now
Okay,
before
cool.
playing it.
Sure.
Because when you play a golden minion, you're gonna discover a minion from a tavern tier above. So you want to
Oh,
discover...
yeah, so you get a higher tier guy.
Yeah.
Right. Sure. At the end
Ooh,
of the
that's
turn,
an
gain
interesting
2
one.
for each friendly golden minion. After you refresh, get the golden monkey. Battlecry, play 2 blood gems. Okay, I feel like it's not this guy. It's probably one of these two. I think it's Elise or Gold Grubber.
Exactly.
I need to pick one. I'm just gonna go with Elise.
Okay.
Was that correct?
I would have picked Gold Grabber. Like, okay, if I wouldn't play your hero, Elise is better because Elise is really good when you can get her ahead of the curve on a hero that normally wants to roll. The catch is Barden doesn't really want to roll that much. But
yeah, because of his like freeze.
But Elise is a better minion than Gold Grabber. Gold Grabber is like highly overrated, and it's interesting because I feel like new players are kind of drawn to the Gold Grabber effect, but you weren't. You're a smart card game player. You saw the bait.
I don't know. That's a bit of an overstatement, but yeah, okay. I just know that the okay. So here, I mean, what do I want to do? Do I just want to go for Elise immediately, or?
No, never, because discovering force is not that optimal. I would just level to 4 and roll. So another rule of thumb is if your game is going great, 8 gold you want to be tavern 4. And then like around 10 gold tavern 5, depending on the lobby. In this lobby, you don't want to do that necessarily because there's no beasts for you to get Mama Bear. Oh! Ah, you're so unlucky there. You still leave it frozen because tripling Necrolite is better than not. But you could have gotten double Ring Matron or double Big Fernal and that would have been like so powerful because it's a lot of stats. By the way, you would like at least second. So that's another thing about Battlegrounds. Historically, you generally want to order minions from the most powerful to the least powerful. And that is because an ideal minion trades, so basically kills an opponent minion while still surviving. Right. Obviously, that might change depending on like some mind games with your opponent's board. I think it depends. I feel like I'm a pretty bad coach because I'm trying to explain how to like play perfectly, and I should like focus on the basics a little bit more.
I kind of get roughly what you're going for here. Okay, so this is 3 Necrolites. I don't know if that's like good. Do we want to just go 3 Necrolites here?
Yes, it's 9 gold, but you want to play them one by one. Don't do it too quickly. Like buy one plate, buy the second one plate, because otherwise you're gonna triple it without getting the effect from each. You should play it on your biggest minion.
Wait, so play 2 blood gems on the front. It steals all blood gems from its neighbor. So I want to play this on my biggest minion, so on Elise?
Yeah. Basically, you only have the first part of the effect, so you give it +2/+2.
Okay. And then we do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we do it again.
So how come we're just like buffing one minion? Why aren't we like, you know, spreading out the stats? What's like the logic behind that?
The logic behind not spreading the stats is, let's say you have to sell a minion. It's much easier to sell when you have some big ones and not stats spread out. Basically, if you spread out the stats too much and you have to sell a minion for a more powerful one, you're gonna be losing stats that way. If you prioritize all your stats on Elise, you go like, I'm never selling Elise. Elise stays.
I'm not seeing any synergy with these two, so do I just want to go with Bran here?
Yes, I would go with Bran. Bran is usually good in Murloc lobbies, in Elemental lobbies, or obviously just better. Oh, I will still put Spawn first. Sorry.
Do I play Bran?
Yeah. Positioning is good. I like it. So the reason that you put Spawn first is that even though you want to prioritize high to...
Oh yeah, it's a death rattle, of course. Okay.
Yeah, you always want to activate Spawn Death Rattle. And there's another thing. Against Alak here, you know his first minion is going to be strong and Divine Shielded. So if you know for sure your opponent has a big Divine Shield, you don't want to open with your biggest minion. You want to open smallest minion followed by biggest minion.
So that you can break the shield and then take out
the...
Okay.
Exactly.
Alright, this is getting kind of complex now. I'm feeling like... Is this good? A veg and a random demon?
It's not that good for you. I'll just roll a little bit and...
So no level yet? What's the
Well,
logic with leveling? Like, how do you know when it's like time to level?
you just look at the lobby and like what minions are available, and based on that, you know, like what do you want here? Do you want any of the 6 drops? Do you want 5 drops? I don't think there's many 5s. Like, okay, you can level up and buy Amalgam, and that's perfectly fine if you're on like an easy turn. Or you can roll and like do some crazier things on 4. I think you can get away with both of them because your next opponent is pretty weak. That's another thing. You should always check your next opponent at the beginning of the turn and be like, do I need to be strong? Do I need to be weak? Can I afford to lose the fight? Or do I want to smash my opponent? Like, based on your opponent, you should... That also alters your turn a little bit. Oh my god. Peggy is insane there.
I guess this is good then. So what is it? If after a card is added to your hand, give another friendly pirate 1/1.
Yeah, and if you get 2 Peggies, they just buff each other. So like here I'll get 2 Peggies and like kick the 3/5 pirate so that he doesn't steal the buffs.
Keep the 3/5 pirate.
Kick it. Get rid of it, yeah.
Okay.
And now I'll play the 2 Peggies.
After this card, give another. Okay, so we just put them one in front of the other.
I'll put them in the middle of the board.
Okay, sure.
Spawn should always be first here.
Yeah.
And then
So, like,
you either
here
roll or
somewhere.
you buy the Tad and roll. I would buy the Tad because you don't really have time to finish your turn, I think. The 2/4. Yeah. And then just roll.
Okay.
And I would let Gold Grabber Frozen because I think it's a good triple if you get it. But you see how your release is not working that efficiently yet because you're not rolling that much with this hero.
This champion doesn't like tend to refresh a lot, right?
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Also, you kind of wasted your quest because you already have golden spawn, but that doesn't matter much here. It's okay.
Left and right, most minions gold. Okay. This is looking a bit rough. But we're not lost, are you? I'll take this as an absolute win.
I mean, you're not lost because some people left on turn 1 because they got bad heroes.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh my god, wait, we have...
Or, okay, maybe your opponents were really afraid of you, that they saw you in the lobby and they just like left out of respect. That happens sometimes.
Yeah, they just stream sniped and they're like, nah, I'm dipping. So, okay, I mean, my mind is thinking, well, that's 3 of the same guy who's a good minion. Maybe I should just buy 3 of those, right?
Yes, but I have a crazy idea.
Okay, what have you got in mind?
I want to level up and then also buy 3 of them because you fight a dead guy.
Okay.
To do that,
So,
obviously, you have to sell
take
some
the
of your
unfrozen
minions.
one. And I guess we're just floating a coin, right?
You can sell the Leaper and then sell the Tad. Tad is also going to give you another Murloc. And this way you're not floating the coin. And now you can buy another pirate.
You're so smart, man. you got the maths on this, dude.
I mean, I play this game a lot. And also, sometimes you can go super crazy here and like sell 3 more minions to just take the triple. But I don't think it's worth it in this exact spot. I think I'll just play a Gold Grabber and wait.
Okay, at the end of the turn, gain 2 for each friendly golden minion. So I guess probably just here, like this?
Yeah.
The arithmetic involved of like, okay, I'm gonna buy this guy and then sell this guy so that I can have enough for, like, I guess it's like similar to Constructed in some way, right? Like you want to be efficient with your gold, right? Not just like float for no reason.
You want to be very efficient, but sometimes it's also okay to float gold.
Okay.
And I look at minions the following way. So minions are free gold, but sometimes they're cheaper, sometimes they even make you money. It really depends.
So what should
the
I be thinking
situation.
at this point, right? Because I don't, like, is there like a strategy that I'm developing, or is this just sort of like, these are just some good minions?
You're playing pirates currently.
I'm playing pirates. Okay, cool.
Yes, so
alright,
you should triple the Gold Grabber and then like see what 6 drop you're offered. 6 drops are the highest star level minions in the game.
wait, so how do I get I have to play it, right?
Yeah, you have to play to get a discovery.
Okay.
Basically, you're Tavern 5, but you have access to a discovery of a 6.
After you play a minion with no minion type, give 3 friendly minions to 2. Every 2 turns add a random golden minion to your hand, and at the end of your turn, each friendly demon consumes Bob Tavern to gain its stats. I guess it's just Looter makes the most sense to me.
Looter makes the most sense, but it's pretty bad. It's not what you wanted, but it's fine. I'll get the Looter here.
Look at the Looter. Okay, cool. I guess we're probably selling this Necrolite and playing it.
I will just roll 2 times to get my Elise to activate. Okay. Now you have the golden monkey in the shop. You should buy it and play it, and then like see what 6-drop it gives you. And yes, Necrolite is the sell here.
Okay.
Your next sell is the spawn, by the way. It's past the time that spawn is good. Okay.
At the end of your turn, okay, this guy and another Theatar. Poisonous are combat for each of your minion types. Gain 5/5. Oh wait, I probably have a lot of minion types, don't I? No, they're all just.
You don't have a lot of minion types, but you could get there. I think Queen is still like the best pick up there.
Okay. So it's probably time to sell the spawn and just play the queen here, or
yeah, I would sell the spawn. I would sell the monkey as well, and I would roll. Like you should also buy the sparring partner for the queen. I think it's a good combo if you have the time.
Buttons.
This happens to me sometimes as well. Don't worry. I know it feels so bad when you're doing it on stream. It's like the same feeling that you have if you'd go like naked outside. I never went naked outside, but I imagine that's how it is.
Yeah, I'm feeling really exposed and vulnerable right now because there's just way too many laughing Spanish men in the chat for me right now. I'm pretty upset. Sorry guys, like I have to read my cards. Which I guess is that a problem in Hearthstone? Is there like a Hearthstone players don't read meme? I mean, your cards have like 4 words, right? It can't be that bad.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes you shouldn't overthink in Battlegrounds and just like do your moves. Getting the moves in is more important than like getting the perfect move. Ideally, you get the perfect move, but yeah, you still won the fight, so you're good.
Yeah, we beat the first place guy. This is huge. Okay. Okay. So what does sparring partner do? Give a minion taunt.
Yeah, and if you give the queen taunt, she cannot adapt into taunt, so she is more likely to adapt into something like Divine Shield or stats.
So I'm probably like taunting like the chunky guy, surely, right?
No, the 5/5, the 5/5, just so that she
just
gets better adaptations. Yeah, it has a good combo with being taunted because then she's gonna go for the better adaptations from the get-go.
Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? I don't see any. Oh, there's a pirate. Give a friendly pirate. Repeat for each pirate you bought this turn.
That's not so good on your build, actually. Right. I don't think you look exclusively for pirates, by the way. Now that you have the queen, you can go for like a mixed composition that I think would benefit the queen quite a lot. And then you still keep like the important pirates. Okay. That's something that you do very often in Battlegrounds. Like you go for a build, but not like fully. Depends.
Sure. So I think this is a refresh here, right?
I like the Noyo module specifically because of this lobby. You can buy it and I'll explain in a moment why. Basically, when mechs are available and Murlocs are available, you can get an amalgam with the Divine Shield and Poisonous. And that's super valuable, especially when you have the queen. So I'm buying the Noyo module now and yeah, let's roll. You don't have time.
We're just looking for
triple
like,
the brand. Just triple the brand, YOLO.
3?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. And try to get another queen or Eliza.
Try to get a queen. Okay, I will try to get another queen.
You failed. Get like 4 Reaper and put it first. If you have the time.
Ah, damn. Who's our like next sell? Is it probably the partner?
The next sell is the free 2 and then it's the Elise. And then the peg is if you have to sell something. And basically what you want to do here is like switch a little bit to Murlocs, kick out the Peggies, keep Gold Grabber as your only pirate. So like, you have to imagine at this point your ideal board. Again, I'm explaining stuff if you're playing for like a tournament level. If you're playing just to like have fun, just do whatever. But if you're playing to have like the best possible board, what I would do here is try to play for a little bit of Murlocs that include Amalgadon. Or sorry, Amalgam. Poison the Murlocs, annoy module the Amalgam. Get another queen, and keep Gold Grabber as your pirate. But I don't know if you have time for that because you're already in top 4. The game is almost over.
You are like overloading my brain with like synapses and serotonin right now. That sounds great. But,
just press the roll.
Press the roll. Do we not want to level at this point, maybe, or is that not a thing? Okay.
I would not level here.
This is another roll, right?
Yes. I would roll again. 2 more rolls and you get your release, but don't roll too quickly because maybe you get something interesting. I don't think that's interesting.
Okay. Alright, so now we want to buy the monkey.
For sure.
We're selling the partner.
For sure.
And we're playing the monkey. Booga booga. Let's discover. Another Foe Reaper. That's... Oh, Grease Ball. I know that card's insane.
Well, it's insane when you have Divine Shields and you don't really have those.
I guess not here. After, so Foe Reaper is also damages the minion next to whoever it attacks.
It's basically a cleave, but I use it only to like kill some Divine Shields. I don't know if it's gonna be that good against your opponents, but it's still probably like the best discovery, and you just move on with your rolls. I would also kick Elise at this point. I don't think you need Elise anymore.
Okay. So I guess we just play the
Or Reaper first and then roll. I mean, you can roll before, it doesn't matter.
Five to the highest health enemy minion. Oh, that's kind of cool. So we just play the foe. I guess like in the back.
I'll put it first.
Oh, okay. I'm floating a lot of coinage here. Is that like I should have just bought something, right?
You're a good customer. The bartender is definitely happy.
Okay, this is scary. Ah, that's unlucky. We could have broke that shield.
Okay, this guy is actually pretty strong. I don't know if we can get strong enough to beat him. We have a really good combo, but it requires you to play really fast. Basically, Peggy combos really well with Bran because you can use Bran to get resources, and those resources are gonna buff your pirates through the Peggy. I will just roll here. I want to ignore the triple. Just roll.
Okay.
Buy the blue shell because the blue shell gives you 5 gold if you lost the last fight, and you lost the last fight. Okay. You basically buy it and like play it instead of the monkey and just sell it. By the way, you can sell above 10 gold. Like you can just sell this now and you're gonna have 12 gold and you're not wasting anything. They changed it in the last patch.
Oh, sure. If you lost your last combat, this minion sells for 5. Okay.
Yeah.
We're up to 12 now. Okay. Are we...
Just roll. Oh! Reef Explorer is really good here. You should buy it and play it really quickly.
Discover a minion you don't control. We got a Bonker, a Thorncaller, and a Seer. Battlecry and Death Rider gain a Blood Gem. Wind Fury after this guy gain a Blood Gem. Oh, I have no idea. The Wind Fury guy, maybe?
I would pick the Thorncaller because it gives you gems, and those gems buff more with Peggy. Basically, what you want to pick cards that give you cards. You don't expect game-winning value from this.
Sure.
Just don't read the cards. Pick anything random and like sell it.
Okay. Oh my god, why am I getting so many minions? Minions in Bob Tavern have 2/2. I guess Overseer?
It doesn't matter, just pick something fast.
Okay. Alright, so sell this, and then play, and then sell, and then pull... Wait, am I selling this guy?
Yeah. I would level to 6 at this point. I don't think you have time to finish your turn on 5. Just level to 6, yeah.
Monka speed. Okay, what are we doing now?
Another module on the 4 Reaper. And then you play the Thorncaller and you start rolling.
What did you do? What? Huh?
Another module on the 4 Reaper. Another module on the first minion. Your third minion from the left to right.
Yeah. Magnetize. Okay.
Perfect.
We good?
Roll.
Okay, roll.
Oh my god, you should buy the Murloc. You don't have time, but buy the Primal Fiend Lookout and keep it in your hand.
Okay.
And I would play Thorncaller on the board and put Queen last. And that's it. And play the Blood Gems on the 4 Reaper. If you have time. You got one in, nice.
We got one in. I think I'm spending like a lot of time like reading.
Yes, you shouldn't read, you should just play. If a card looks nice, just play it.
It's like, I don't know what the cards like do, so I'm trying to like look for synergies and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's like the sensible thing to do. Because like, they might have like a busted effect, right? I don't want to miss anything.
I feel like I'm also confusing you. Like a little bit with like talking so much.
No, I mean it's valuable information. I really like it because I feel like I'm absorbing a lot. But it's
I have an idea. If you want to play one more game after, I just don't talk at all on your turn and only talk during the fight.
Oh my god, dude, it's gonna be so embarrassing.
That's gonna be like a crazy game. It might even be like a fast one if you're down to do it.
Oh god, I'm gonna hurt my chat so much, and they're gonna hate me. Anyway, okay, so we're max level, right?
Yeah, let's focus on how to beat this guy. So we previously fought him. He has 2 taunted Divine Shielded Amalgams. That's basically his bread and butter. How can we beat that? Leroy. So just roll for Leroy pretty much.
Is that a thing? Like you just spend your whole turn looking for like one guy?
Sometimes yes, and it's painful when you hit it. And then like somebody in chat is like, "Oh, you should have gotten stronger for other mission, like not roll your whole turn." And then like, that's not how I vision my chat. Like technically, Reef Explorer was like insane there if you had the time to play it, but it doesn't matter. Just roll for Leroy. I would buy the Primal Fiend, Lookout, and then like sell Thorncaller, play the Lookouts, and like do some things with that. Yeah. You need a Murloc on the board. I forgot to specify that, sorry. I forgot to specify that you needed the Seer first.
That was a bit important. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, do we just sell and play another Full Reaper?
I would buy Tunnel Blaster. Sell the Seer and buy Tunnel Blaster. And put Tunnel Blaster first.
Alright, we gotta use these blood gems, right?
Yeah, ideally on the 4 Reaper because it's a cleave.
Okay.
Hardew is the worst teacher in Europe. It's really hard to be a teacher in Battlegrounds, it's too dynamic.
Oh, that was good. Kind of. Are we winning?
You're not winning.
We're not winning. We're not winning. Okay. Are we dead?
You are dead.
We are dead. Oh no. Okay. So, what are some takeaways from this match? What can you say like overall like went wrong, or other than my absolute boomer APM?
So, the biggest takeaway is that you need to play faster, but also that maybe you should pick a hero that doesn't require you to play really fast when you're first getting into Battlegrounds. I feel like Battlegrounds is at high level a lot about playing really fast in some situations, like generally with like Bran or with Pirates, and we went exactly for those situations, which is probably not beginner friendly. But biggest thing, it's important to know all the minions in the game so that you don't have to read them during the game, because then you don't really have time to like execute the play. And then the other things like seeing how powerful a hero is secondary, but also pretty important.